Good morning. It's Friday. We'll be going into the Sabbath very soon, in a few more hours, and I'm glad that we're all together again for this go live. As you know, I'm not the greatest speaker in the world, but I'm going to try to get some information, feelings, or whatever over to you. You are all my friends. I love every one of you, each and every one. What I'm going to try to discuss now is the positive aspects of what we've been through. You know, the previous world was hustle, bustle, long lines in the stores, and huge traffic jams, and getting to work in the morning and getting the kids off to school and everything else, especially when both the mother and the father were working, is, of course, basically cost us an awful lot in terms of personal relationships. Uh, Before the lockdown, we were always living in an alternate universe. We were living in what are we going to do tomorrow? What are we going to do this summer? Where are we going to fly to? What's going to happen at work? Will I be able to get the project done? Will I not get the project done? What will happen if I don't do all of these things? And then, if in a young family where both parents work and where children are an acceptable burden, we all have a tendency to minimalize the life of the now, which is what we experience, and maximize the life of what we would have liked to have seen, what we would have liked to have been, filled with anticipation and regret for lost opportunities. So, what have we learned from the lockdown? In my opinion, we've learned to cherish one another. Those of the family that were locked down with us, we learned to try to open new forms of communication. All of a sudden, WhatsApp for people that were not here became extremely important, that we could share time with other people that were also locked down. We begin to realize that we are a global community of people that live in the now. Living in the now is an interesting concept that most people have not embraced. But what it means is that the future doesn't exist. The past is just basically, as Napoleon used to say, a legend that's agreed upon. All we know for sure is that in every minute we're living in a bubble, a now bubble, which requires from us to utilize our time to the maximum. If it's our time with our family, if it's our time with our own thoughts, if it's a little quiet time where we sit and we contemplate the universe, this is the now. Now, living in the now is basically what we've learned how to do during the months of being in quarantine, not expecting any future and not living in terms of the past. We will always live in the now. The creator, or whatever he, she, or it is, has done all of the creation in the now, because there is no past, there is no future. There's only a projected future and a remembered past. What we have is today. What we have is the now. What we have to do is live every day for all that's in it. Everything that we can find worthwhile in terms of interpersonal communication, in terms of taking a little time to just love, taking a little time just to pet your dog, pet your cat, just sit down with your kids in your lap. This is the now that counts. Future hasn't happened. Past is gone. Every second is the now. Every second as we go forward is the now. We have to make the very best of the now. We have to love one another in the now. I know this concept may sound a little strange to most of you. I apologize for that. I've lived in the now for most of my life. You have to live each day, one day at a time in the now, and learn from the experience to cherish. You know, cherish is a word that's very interesting. Why do we use the word cherish? Cherish is beyond love. Cherish is beyond understanding. Cherish is when you sit down and you bounce your great grandchildren on your knee for a few seconds, and that is in the now of the now. And cherish is when two people reach out from the other sides of the world and they love each other, and they love each other completely and totally in the now, and together together with others, we find that we can survive anything. Because I am you and you are me and we and we are all one together. And the idea of the oneness of the humanity reflects the oneness of a creator. Now, I'm not going to play religion with you guys. Whatever you conceive of the creator, whatever gets you through the night, I don't care whether you're Christian, Muslim, Jewish. These are important things to put into your now, because these are the things that are beyond time. The now is beyond time. And I've been very fortunate to be able to speak with you. I don't know if what I say is welcome, or if it's upsetting, or if it's not even something you want to listen to. I mean, it's sort of like the difference between a speech and a book. You might hear a speech, listen to speech, but you very seldom would actually read a book. So, okay, this is like a book that's being done in we used to call crib notes. Any people old enough to know what crib notes were? It's what got us through the first university. We don't have crib notes in the university I'm going to now, but I do my very best to try to find how to utilize the now to the best of our abilities. I really don't care about the virus in the sense that it's a virus, but the virus has opened up new things for us that many of us have forgotten, many of us haven't learned. And that's cherish every second that you have with people that you love. Now, I'm going to make this short, and there's the only way I can make this shorter is to say Shabbat shalom to all of you wonderful people out there that are listening to this. And a special message, a very special message. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom to my baby, wherever and whenever you are. Blessed be the name of our Lord God, and blessed be our attempt to communicate. Shabbat shalom.